It may make you sad to hear it, but this is the last story I'm going to tell you. I know you like to hear funny stories with jolly people and a happy end, but I don't have the strength for that anymore. What difference would it make if I lied to you? Well, my last story takes place in a land far away, a land that is about to die. It begins in the autumn forest. This is the story of Sadwick, the sorrowful clown. Sadwick is sleeping uneasily, like every night. And he doesn't even know that he'll destroy the world in the course of just a few days.
What a nightmare. Every night it's the same. I can hardly remember the last time I had a decent night's sleep. Spot? Where could Spot be? He usually comes to see me in the morning. This rock reminds me of one of the most basic principles of life. No matter what you have accomplished, no matter how big your paws or how sharp your teeth are, you can still end up being a doormat for a band of circus clowns. Oh. Our old stove. The handle is broken off. It's depressing. I hardly own anything. Everything I have fits into this drawer. I have a deal with Ben. He doesn't spit into my drawer anymore, and I refrain from painting his rubber nose black. There's only that stupid note in there. Ben made me write down all my chores. Pure harassment, if you ask me. How? What the heck? I'd better collect the note anyway. Maybe I'll find a fire somewhere. Ben has given me a lot of tedious chores for today. Why did I even bother to get out of bed? What was that note again? Yes. I remember now. It's where Ben sketched out how the human cannonball act is supposed to work. It's so unfair. He can even draw better than me. That's supposed to be me. Ben didn't get the fearful expression on my face right, though. The most important thing is a solid barrel for the cannon. After all, the cannoneer shouldn't be harmed when he blows me sky high. The plug is attached to the mouth of the barrel. It's the only way to get enough pressure to blow me hundreds of yards into the air. Oh boy, how I hate this act. A parachute should provide a safe landing. Then there's nothing to worry about, is there? Ha 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 ha. A small bomb or some gunpowder are sufficient. Just load the cannon and light the fuse. Everything else will turn out fine. Seriously, that's what it says. Everything else will turn out fine. I can't believe this is real. A dozen poorly assembled boards hanging from 2 loosely attached hinges. They protect me from wild predators, murderers, and all the other dangers in life. Or such is the illusion.
Sadwick! You awake? Come here at once! The day's already wasting away!
Right. Another happy day in the colorful world of the circus. Spot! Don't just lie around like that. What's wrong with you?
What do you think's wrong with him?
Maybe he's sick. The plague. Or food poisoning.
Don't talk such nonsense.
Worm fungus. Blue pox. It could be anything.
He's thirsty, Sadwick. That's what happens if you don't carry out your chores properly.
Spot can take it. He's tough.
You've got a lot to learn. Caterpillars don't grow very old. Not if you treat them like this anyway. You better get used to the idea.
You're just saying that to annoy me.
I'm serious. You better give him something to drink.
Yeah, whatever, Ben. Come on, let's go, Spot. We'll get you something to drink. And after that, maybe we can finally do something useful. The water looks downright cloudy. No, wait. That's just a reflection of my face. Spot seems to be a little hungry. All right, Spot. Time to have a drink. There you go. This costume won't come any cleaner.
Keep your hands off the laundry. You'll only soil them again.
Come on, Spot. I want to get out of here. Let's take a look around the autumn forest.
Can you tell me what's wrong with Spot?
I gave him something to drink, like you said.
I hope you didn't give him the water from the laundry tub. Heavens, Sadwick! It's full of starch.
Who cares? Spot seems to be all right. That's my brother, Ben. I'll never be able to juggle as good as him. And he keeps telling me that. Over and over again. Hi, Ben.
Hi, sleepyhead. How often do I have to tell you? Rehearsals start at sunrise.
It's not my fault. I slept very badly last night.
Slept badly? What's that supposed to mean? Not those nightmares again.
They're not ordinary nightmares. They always feel so real. The earthquake, the craggy rocks.
Good heavens, Sadwick. Now pull yourself together. You're a clown, a jester, an entertainer. You're supposed to make people happy, not depressed.
When's our next performance?
Who knows? This stretch of land is just as deserted as all the others we recently passed through. People are leaving the land. They fear the end of the world.
Can't someone else play the clown?
And what do you want to do instead? Lion taming? Just face it, Sadwick. You're not talented enough for the big acts. You can't juggle. You can't throw. You can't even perform your human cannonball act properly.
I'm just fed up with honking noses and farting sounds. Why can't we provide high-class entertainment instead?
And what would that be?
How about philosophy?
What kind of thing?
What could be more entertaining than getting to grips with the very nature of existence?
Not getting to grips with it? You have more of those terrific ideas.
How about theater?
Theater? Nobody understands those pompous blowhards. Do you know why people love the circus? Because they don't have to think too hard.
Ah, I get it. If somebody is in search of a real knucklehead,
He can come straight to me and...
his search is over.
Hey, wait a second.
All right. The theater idea is off, but I've written a couple of poems.
Oh, please, spare me your poems. Believe me, nobody needs your cerebral whining.
I sneak to the mirror in the darkest of night. I stare at my image and just see the clown. The louder he laughs, the harder I fight. Oh, sinister world, full of hardship and frowns.
Well, Sadwick, that's exactly why nobody likes you. If you really must write poems, why not some funny limericks?
Limericks?
There once was a young circus clown who imagined the sky falling down. He imagined so bad that it made him quite sad. On his face, he wore always a frown.
Okay, no poems then. But I'd like to do something intelligent is all.
Listen, we make good money without producing anything. What could possibly be more intelligent?
You're right. The circus is the only worthwhile form of entertainment.
Spare me your sarcasm. Nobody likes that kind of humor. Now, go and practice your burping alphabet. Or the human cannonball act.
My nightmares must mean something.
Nonsense. Dreams are for losers. The same with your books and your poems. It's time you got a grip on reality, the serious side of life. Does that ring any bells?
You mean colorful balls and makeup?
Geez, Sadwick, you're a real pain. You need to wake up and be productive.
Is there anything I can do?
Don't tell me you forgot your chores again. I even wrote them down for you.
Oh, those. That's not what I meant. I'd like to do something more important with my time. Something meaningful. Not this depressing day-to-day routine.
The sooner you do what you're supposed to, the sooner you can... Hey, don't you roll your eyes like that, young man. Responsibility is still responsibility. Preferably, you start practicing your human cannonball act. Or take a good look around the area. Maybe you can find somebody who wants to see our performance.
I'd rather do the latter. See you.
Yep, see you. And don't forget, keep smiling. You're a clown. Remember?
These are Grandpa's pantaloons. If the stories are true, they've seen the whole wide world. Have saved his life more than once. And caused a war. Grandpa looks even older than usual today. Hello, Grandpa.
Oh, hello, Ben. You look different. Is that a new hat you're wearing?
I'm not Ben, Grandpa.
I know, Ben. They don't make hats like they used to anymore.
I'm Sadwick.
When I was a little clown, we used to wear real hats with big, firm bubbles.
Sadwick. your grandson.
I could knock out a full-grown ox with my baubles. I know that poor animal, but that's the way people liked their hats back then. Now, what can I do for you, Ben?
I wish you wouldn't always mistake me for Ben.
I know. The world is a veil of tears when you're young. Everybody's against you. But there are worse things than tight hats and pinching shirt sleeves, you know.
I'm paying close attention to your words of wisdom, like always.
When you're old, there are tight pains and pinching pantaloons, too. And this, my boy, is the most important lesson to take into old age. Loose-fitting pantaloons are the most loyal friends you could ever ask for.
Heavens, did he manage to bring his pantaloons into the conversation again?
I had one of those terrible nightmares again.
There's a cute saying I remember from my boyhood on that very subject. What was it? I forgot.
You mean the old saying, dreams are 10 a penny?
What? That's nonsense. Dreams are not 10 a penny. I once knew a guy who sold dreams at considerably higher prices. Now that I think of it, that guy might have been me.
Who in the world bought dreams?
No one. Well, that was where the plan fell short. But it was worth a try. There are always fools who spend money on any little nonsense.
Say, Grandpa, you've seen a lot of things in your time, haven't you?
You can say that again. You can ask me whatever you can carry.
What do you know about the autumn forest?
The autumn forest is it's an enchanted place full of mystery. Strange creatures dwell there, but not as many nowadays as in the past. In ancient times, lots of diverse tribes lived there. You can still find traces of them in ruins and in caves. When I was a child, half the valley was submerged underwater. Now, there's only that little lake with the island. That's all I can remember at the moment.
That's not surprising. You'd even forget the color of your hair if you didn't look in the mirror regularly.
But I still know that it starts with a G.
That doesn't count. You're just guessing.
But I'm right.
Why? Yes,
See? That's all I need to know. Please let it be green.
Do you know anything about nightmares and visions?
I know enough that I can't give a profound opinion about them. Only real oracles can interpret dreams, and they're the only ones that can tell you if it was a vision of some sort. I once thought I had a vision too, you know. Yes, an angel appeared and told me that one day my pantaloons would save the world. I was so excited. I went on pilgrimages, gathered disciples around me, and performed services, and all that without ever changing my pants. Finally, a gypsy told me that it had only been a nightmare. Oh, Ben, you can hardly imagine how embarrassed I was. 5 years in a monastery, simply because I had chili casserole before bedtime.
You know what? I'll just look it up myself.
Yes, couldn't hurt. I might still seem quite bright in the head, but sometimes the details get a little mixed up.
See you later.
Cheer up, Ben.
Our lunch is already simmering on the stove in Grandpa's trailer. You can tell by the smoking stovepipe and the birds falling down. Bruno sleeps almost all day. He has to drag our trailers through dark forests during the night. I bet he never has nightmares. On the other hand, maybe this world is his nightmare. Bruno! What a shame. He's asleep. He's the only one in the family who listens to me. The fire dragon trap is empty once again. Grandpa always uses Nawahi eggs as bait. The trap is empty, and that's how it should be. Fire dragons are flying sources of fire that tend to spontaneously self-ignite. Needless to say, Spot is crazy about the little blighters. That's Grandpa's shovel. He digs for roots and onions with it. Working the compost heap, I think he stirs the soup with it too.
Where are you going?
I want to look around the forest.
Don't get lost.
Don't worry. What the?
I could have told you that. You and your sense of orientation.
Hi, Ben.
Oh, what do you want this time?
Why am I always getting lost?
Because you're good for nothing. That's why. Lack of orientation is just another thing on the long list of your inabilities. Without a map and a compass, you wouldn't even find your own feet. And what exactly are you doing?
I'm looking for my feet so I can kick you for what you just said. Where can I get a map?
I've got one in the trailer. It won't be easy for you to find, though.
Why?
You know how senile Grandpa is. I hid the map because he keeps mistaking it for one of his recipes.
Oh yeah, I remember. If I ever have to eat Northeast again, I'll be sick for sure. Where can I get a compass?
I think Grandpa has one. Why don't you go and ask him?
Great. I might as well ask Bruno. Grandpa is so senile, he forgets what you asked if he tries to string two sentences together.
I might be a bit senile, but I've still got 2 ears with which I can still see very clearly.
Oh my, that won't be easy. See you.
Yep. See you. And don't forget, keep smiling. You're a clown. Remember?
Like I said, the handle is broken off. If I could only reach it from the inside. That's no use. The handle is broken off. Ah, yes, the broken stovepipe. Quite funny how the mind works. Since the handle broke, I made a fuss about how cold it is, forgetting how I always complained about the smoke before. Come on, Spot. I want to get out of here. Let's take a look around the autumn forest. That could actually work. Hey, Spot, I need your help. We have to get this thing open. You think you can do that? All right. Go for it. That was not too bad. Hey, isn't that Ben's casket? How did it get into the stove? Hey, isn't that Ben? This rock reminds me of one of the most basic principles of life. No matter what you have accomplished, no matter how big your paws or how sharp your teeth are, you can still end up being a doormat for a band of circus clowns. Aha! Ben must have hidden it here. He only does that to annoy me. He knows very well I just hate pointed teeth. I could lose a hand if I reach into there. Ah! Oh boy, that was close. And we'll pay for this. I could have croaked. I wonder if that's the key to Ben's casket. It matches. The casket is open. Now I shouldn't get lost anymore. Hello, Grandpa.
Ah, hello, Ben. Is your hat still too tight?
I want to take a look around the autumn forest, but I keep getting lost.
If you want to go for a walk, have you given Spot something to drink yet?
Yes, Grandpa. All done and finished.
Well, you've earned a little walk then. Ah, but be careful. The autumn forest is big and dense. Yeah, very, very much like my beard. You can very easily get lost in it. Again, very much like my beard.
I already noticed that.
You'd better take my comb. I mean compass with you. Now, where did I put it? I know, it's in the trailer, under the bed.
Great. Thanks, Grandpa. Under the bed, right?
Yes, under the bed. I like to take a pinch late at night.
Take a pinch of the compass?
Yes, I know, it's unhealthy. But at my age, well...
Are you sure you're talking about the compass? Don't you mean compote?
Compote? What are you insinuating? Did you nose around my notes? Besides, if I planned anything like that, it would be none of your business. You must consider all the consequences of such a compote, you know.
A compote with broad ramifications?
Yes, so you better keep your nose out of it.
Oh, Grandpa, you're talking about a complot. You're planning a complot.
A complot? I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't need to plan a complot. I just made one not 10 minutes ago, right behind the trailer.
That's compost.
Impossible. I carry the compost with me all the time.
The compost?
It's in my pocket. I'm pretty sure it is. Just a second. Here it is.
Grandpa, that's not compost. That's the compass.
Really? Then where's the compost? Would you mind checking under my bed?
Sure. Just remind me again later, okay? Now, I'm taking a walk in the autumn forest.
I'll be back for lunch, you hear?
No, thanks. I really don't care for petroleum soup.
What's that?
Oh, nothing really. Thanks, Grandpa. See you later.
Cheer up, Ben.
That's Grandpa's third pair already. The last two were eaten by woodworm, and it's only a matter of time with these. Grandpa's hairnet. He always uses it when he doesn't want his hair to get wet. When taking a bath, when he's cooking, and while he's asleep. Yuck. We have much in common. This bottle is corked, and I'm screwed up. Grandpa's latest creation, petroleum soup. Inflammatory on the stomach, highly flammable in general, and a hazard to all low-flying birds in the vicinity. Maybe I should make Spot taste it first. There, Spot. I'm just joking. More recipes. Well, who would have thought? Those really are regular recipes. There goes my theory that Grandpa is preparing our meals from the fishing bait manual.
Oh dear, he's getting more and more difficult each day.
He's still young. He hasn't found his responsibilities in the world yet.
He should carry out his responsibilities to the circus first, before looking for new ones.
Oh, by the way, I hate you, both of you. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Never mind me.
Ben is in a bad mood today.
Oh, shut up, Grandpa. Just be quiet, will you?
Yikes! There's somebody there. A stranger. I wonder what he's doing here. A stranger. Hello.
Ah! Oh, thank heaven, you're not an Askew, obviously.
I'm not a what?
Oh, nothing. Everything's fine. At last I've met someone. Are you from around these parts?
No, we're just passing through with our circus.
Damn, I thought it was too good to be true.
Who are you?
Why do you want to know? Are you one of the Askew spies?
Could be.
Ah, nonsense. Of course you're not an Askew. I'm sorry. I'm just a little nervous. My name is Bobby. I've come from far away. Huh? Oh, yes. I am a Chusky. You know? And you are?
I'm Sadwick. My family owns a small traveling circus.
I understand. So, you're some kind of clown.
We're in the performing arts trade.
A clown, then. You don't look particularly happy, if I might say so.
Chasky? What does that mean?
What? You don't know the Chasky? The word means messenger. We perform important tasks on behalf of the king.
Chasky. Now I remember. Grandpa told me about you, but you can't be a Chusky.
Oh, yeah? Why not?
Chusky are brave heroes and...
That's right. What do you think brought me here? I'm in the middle of a hair-raising adventure. The fate of the world lies in my hands.
You're exaggerating.
Not a bit. There have never been situations more desperate. I'd rather not go into details. You'd never be able to sleep at night if I did.
Ha! Like that would make a difference. Chusky are noble messengers to Corona.
Oh, yeah? And where do you think I'm coming from?
Well, you rather look like someone coming from a...
That's right. Directly from the royal court.
You? From Corona? I don't believe you.
You should. I am a Chasky, and I'm on a mission on behalf of the king.
Chusky are cheerful adventurers.
Ha! That's good coming from you. Looking at you doesn't exactly fill me with joy either.
I didn't sleep well. I suffer from nightmares.
Nightmares, you say? In
fact, I don't really know much about the Chusky.
Unfortunately, I haven't got the time to tell you about my daring adventures, which is a shame. They're full of suspense. Epic, too. And every now and again, there's a laugh or two included.
Well, too bad. What exactly is your mission? Not that I'm really interested.
Actually, it's a secret. But all right, I'll tell you. I'm carrying a precious and powerful artifact. The Whispering Stone.
The what?
Whispering Stone.
Blistering bone?
The Whispering Stone! Why don't you listen?
How could I with you mumbling like that?
My mission is to take it back to Corona, to the king's castle.
Whispering stone? That doesn't sound very powerful.
I don't know very much about it, but I do know that it's very important.
Otherwise, the Royal Stones collection wouldn't be complete.
It's not a joking matter. As far as I know, the king needs it to prevent the end of the world.
And now I'm supposed to help you with your mission, right?
The clown wants to help a real Chasky with his mission. Now that's a good one.
What? I'm sure I could be of some help.
Impossible.
I'm every bit as good as you.
At least you're a pretty good clown.
Whatever. Okay, so do your stuff alone.
Hey! Take it easy. I understand that you're fascinated by my adventures.
Yeah, wow.
But you simply don't know what you're getting involved with. The life of a Chasky is full of danger. You'll get yourself into big trouble. If you want to help me, you'll need to be 100% certain.
I'm 100% certain, sure.
So, at least you've got guts. That's a good thing. But are you skillful enough too?
In fact, I'm quite a clumsy fellow.
In that case, you'd better forget it. As my right-hand man, you couldn't be all thumbs.
I'm just as skilled as you are.
Didn't you claim otherwise just now?
The bugs are very noisy around here. You must have misheard.
Well, never mind. But I wonder whether you are optimistic enough. You strike me as being rather negative. Chasky are characterized by their incredible joyful nature, which gives us the energy to find a way out of even the most difficult situations. Are you really joyful enough?
Of course. I'm a clown after all.
Right. How could I ever doubt you? Very well then. It looks like you meet the necessary requirements. Great. You see, I'm really desperate and time is running out.
Don't get your hopes up. I'm not very good at things like this. Usually things get more complicated as soon as I try to help.
That doesn't sound either brave or joyful or skillful. Maybe I should put your abilities to a test first.
A test?
Yes. You could go and fetch me something to eat. A nice fish would just do the trick.
What? I'm supposed to catch a fish for you? I wanted to help you with your mission. If I want to play the lackey, I might as well go back to my family.
Hold your horses. First, you show me what you can do by catching a fish for me. Then, I'll fill you in on my mission. Do you think you can do that?
Can't you catch something yourself?
Ah! Of course I could. I'm a Chasky after all. But this is your assignment. Show me what you can do.
I'll manage somehow.
I believe in you, Sadwick.
Are the stories about Corona true?
It depends. Which stories are you referring to?
I heard that the king is dead.
He's not dead, but he's very weak. I think the impending doom is getting to him.
I heard Corona has fallen.
Not yet, but the situation is growing more and more threatening. The Asgil have advanced up to the castle.
The Askill?
Yes, a horrific strain of creatures. It's just a matter of time, I fear.
I heard that the end is near.
That's right, I'm afraid. The landscape around Corona has already started to fall apart.
Like in my dream.
You dreamed about that? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Why do you say that?
Oh, no reason. Forget about it, will you?
In fact, I've only heard rumors.
Well, not everything one hears is true, but the situation is serious.
Do you think my dreams are trying to tell me something? My brother Ben says I shouldn't worry.
Yes, listen to your brother. Keep on dreaming and pretend you never heard of the world's big problems. Yes, as if you never even met me. That's best for you. Just ignore the fact that the world is on the brink and we're all doomed.
Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
Oh, you think I'm exaggerating? It already started, Sadwick. The land is falling apart. The end is nigh.
Like in my dream.
That was your dream? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Why? They're only dreams.
Only dreams. Only dreams, he says. What if it's not? What if it's a vision?
A vision? You think so?
I admit, it's not very likely in your case. Only important people have visions. Kings, oracles, and Chasky. Nevertheless, the thought is unsettling.
Do you want to see the circus?
What? Are you mad? Do I look like I have time for that kind of nonsense? You just go back to your circus, Sonny. I have to deal with the important things in this world.
So the big responsibilities of this world are up to you? Now that's unsettling.
Yes, indeed. And neither elephants nor colorful balls can prevent me from carrying out my mission. Not even cheerful chimps with hilarious hats. You don't happen to have chimps in your circus, do you?
No.
No, of course not. And even if you had, I wouldn't have been interested at all. For I am a Chasky, and nothing can stop me from carrying out my mission.
See you later.
Later.
The island seems to be inhabited, but it's too far away to swim there. The water looks downright cloudy. No, wait. That's just a reflection of my face. A branch. Exciting. Well, let's see. A measly dip net for a measly clown. There, that'll work. Hey, that actually worked. Looks like the clumsy little brother finally accomplished something. I caught it without any help. Sometimes I surprise even myself. I hate surprises. I did it! I caught a fish!
Ooh, yum! That's the first good news I heard in months.
Will you tell me about your mission then?
Of course, I'm a man who keeps his promises. But be warned, helping me will put you in great danger. The Asgir are hot on my trail. I shouldn't even be here anymore.
Now please, don't exaggerate.
You have no idea, have you? Well, are you sure you want to get involved with this?
We've been there already. I'm absolutely sure.
All right then. Well, have you ever heard of Shana?
Shana? Isn't that the disease where your feet itch terribly?
No. You're talking about Athlete's Foot. I'm talking about Shana. She's an oracle, a kind of clairvoyant. And according to the legend, she lives somewhere in the autumn forest. But maybe it's nothing more than that. Just a legend. I've already searched until I'm half dead. I'm going to cancel my quest. I mustn't stay here too long. I've got a bad feeling that the Asgil are hot on my trail.
Say, about this Shana,
Yes? What about her?
what do you want from Shana?
Verona is far away. Without help, it will take months to get there. I'm hoping that Shana can give me some advice. There must be a way to shorten the trip.
An oracle? Can she interpret dreams as well?
Of course.
In that case, I have to meet her too. Maybe my dreams do mean something after all.
You could come with me.
Really? That'd be great. I'll finally find out the meaning of my dreams.
Provided, of course, we can find her.
Where shall I start looking for her?
The only thing I know is that she's supposed to live in a cabin in the middle of the autumn forest. But where exactly? I have no idea. I came down from the hills in the east. There's a good view of the valley and the whole autumn forest from there. But a cabin? Not a trace. The only things remotely resembling buildings are those ruins to the west. But I've already been there. A couple of columns and statues, that's all. Then there's that cave near the mountains. And that finally leaves the forest itself. Maybe you could get a better overview from that giant tree to the south. I can chart those places on your map if you want me to.
Well, at least that's a start. Enough of Shauna. Let's talk about something else.
As you wish. What else is on your mind?
See you later.
Later, contact me if you have new information about Shauna.
There's thick moss growing on the statue. Either people used to have awkward heads or lousy masons. I feel the urge to stick out my tongue at him too, but that's below my dignity. There's an engraving on the tongue. It reads, "In memory of the mighty sea eyes. They watched over our world for millennia. They watched over us from numerous eyes. We brought them the green round fruit of the Fatalia tree as offering, and they rewarded us by bringing light into our lives." That's odd. Mason poetry. There seems to be some kind of a path. I have to get through somehow. Yes, that could work. Hey, what have we here? There really was something beneath the moss. A recess next to a royal insignia. Seems to be some kind of mechanism. I'd better tell Bobby. I'm sure he must have overlooked it. There's obviously something missing here. Some kind of a key, maybe. A statue of a turtle. Why the artist chose this subject is something for the viewer to ponder. A statue of a turtle. Why the artist chose this subject is something for the viewer to ponder.
Sadwick! Shh! Did you see that just now?
What?
I think it's the Askew. He found me!
Oh, that's nonsense. You really are the biggest coward I ever met.
But they're here. I know for sure. I need to get away as quickly as possible. Or we'll be lost if the Askew get hold of the Whispering Stone.
Please don't go yet. I discovered something in the ruins. Some kind of mechanism.
A mechanism? I must have missed that.
There was also a socket for a stone.
A socket, you say? Was the royal insignia next to it?
Yes. How did you know?
Good grief, Sadwick. That must be the secret passage to Shanna's place.
Unfortunately, though, it's locked tight.
That's as may be, but we have the key. Those insignia locks used to be quite common throughout the whole kingdom. I'm sure the Whispering Stone will fit there.
The Whispering Stone? Well then, what are we waiting for?
Okay. No, wait. With all the excitement, I nearly forgot the Askew. They mustn't find me at any cost.
You can't be serious.
But I am. I'd rather stay here.
And give me the stone at least. I could go and talk to Shauna alone.
What? Impossible! I can't give you the Whispering Stone. The fate of the world depends on it. What if you make a mistake?
Why don't you come with me?
No, I already told you. The Asgil are somewhere nearby. In fact, I shouldn't even be here anymore.
If you don't give me the Whispering Stone, I'll never be able to find Shauna.
You cannot have the Whispering Stone. It was entrusted to me alone. I promised not to pass it to anyone else.
But you promised we'd go to Shauna.
That may be right, but
Then give me the stone. We're virtually a team now. Or did I not help you before?
well, you did.
And on top of that, I have those visions. I'm sure they mean something. It can't just be a coincidence. Come on, give me the stone and I'll find Shauna. I'd be surprised if the Asgil found you here that quickly.
I know this is a mistake, but all right. I will entrust the Whispering Stone to you.
Thank you. You won't be sorry.
Please, hurry, Sadwick, and guard that stone jealously. If something happens to it, we're all done for.
What's supposed to be so special about this thing? Ha! I knew it! It matches! Hey! What's happening? An earthquake! Ah! No! Stop it, Spot! Spot! What? What did you do now? Oh dear. Oh dear. I'd better tell Bobby. What was that? There seems to be some kind of a path. I have to get through somehow. Bobby? Bobby? Hey, what happened here? Looks like there was some kind of fight. The Asgir got Bobby. Oh dear, it's all my fault. Uh-oh. Obviously the Asgir were heavily armed, and I thought Bobby was just exaggerating. I hope he's all right. Uh-oh. Obviously the Asgir were heavily armed, and I thought Bobby was just exaggerating. I hope he's all right. Here we go. Ha! I knew it! There's an overgrown path leading deeper into the valley. Shauna, I'm coming. Come on, Spot. Don't hang behind. animated nature. Talk about taking things too far.
Hey, who do we have here?
What? Where? I don't see anything.
There's a guy wearing a clown's costume.
Huh? Don't try to pull my leg again. You know darn well I can't turn around.
Who are you?
We're rocks.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, I'm Rolf, and the guy behind me is Ingo. He's my half-brother.
Hey, I'm not your half-brother. I'm your full brother.
Yeah, but we're two. And brother divided by 2 equals a half-brother.
You sure about that?
Of course. But I can check it again on my slide rule if you want me to.
That'd be great.
Yep, half-brother's all right. Although I got more brains and you got more rock.
Your slide rule tells you all that?
Yeah, it's right here.
Man, I'd love to take a look at it myself. Too bad I can't turn around.
So, what do rocks do for kicks all day long?
What do you think we're doing? We do what most rocks do for kicks.
We lie about and enjoy our simple lives.
Which in Ingo's case is particularly simple.
That sounds almost as boring as working in the circus.
Why boring? We lie about enjoying the sun and don't get into harm's way.
And we don't have any secret plans whatsoever, such as enslaving the world or anything like that.
Ingo,
What?
that's enough.
What did I do this time?
You can't even keep the slightest thing to yourself.
I didn't say anything, did I?
I didn't say anything. It won't happen again. How could I have known there's a princess in that cage? Man, I'm really fed up with your excuses.
But you know very well that we need an accomplice for our plan. One with legs.
But not such a greenhorn.
Enslave the world? Sounds like a crackpot idea.
A crackpot idea? And what would you call your decision to put on that hat this morning?
Actually, I always sleep in my costume.
You really are strange.
Said the talking rock. And how do you want to rule the world?
How do you think?
With a rock-hard fist.
Right.
Just for your information, I'm not a greenhorn.
See? He's not a greenhorn.
Of course he is. An exceptional greenhorn.
All pets are greenhorns to you.
Hey, Ingo, what's that over there?
What? Where?
Looks like a lush meadow or a big tree frog. It's hard to say. It's shining so green.
Come on. What is it?
Hold on. I think it's a... Yes, that's right. It's his horn.
Are you finished yet? I plan to get a good share of abuse from other objects, too. A root, maybe. A heap of leaves.
Oh, you want to disagree, huh? You don't like being called a greenhorn.
Oh, wow. You've read my mind. After all, the opinions of two rocks lying at the side of the road are of greatest importance to me.
You could try to convince us otherwise.
I'd be surprised if he could.
We should at least give him a chance, Ralph.
All right. I'll ask him the questions, even though I'm sure he'll make a fool of himself.
We'll see.
Of course we will. He probably even thinks Shana is a mystical snake creature.
But Ralph, Shauna is a mystical snake creature.
Nonsense. Shana's a bird, of course.
You are wrong.
Possibly. But I'm interested in what our greenhorn thinks. Now then, who is Shana?
Shana is a mystical snake creature.
So that's what you think, huh? Interesting.
Ask the second question.
Yeah, I'm very curious too. How many eyes do more eyes have?
That's easy. They've got 9, of course.
You're an idiot, Ingo. They haven't got 9 eyes, they have 11.
The answer is 9. I'll stick with that.
No, it's 11. Our greenhorn friend will confirm that in a second. Now then, how many eyes does a Morai have?
11.
Is that your answer?
You heard him all right. Ask the third question.
All right, don't push me. The question is, where does Kalita live?
I know. She lives in the middle of the lake.
Rubbish. Kalita lives in a cave.
You think so?
What I think is irrelevant. The clown shall answer the question. Now then, where does Kalita live?
in the middle of the lake.
Lemmy, you're not a greenhorn after all.
I always believed in you. Didn't I tell you, Ralph?
All right. Here, take the stone powder. And use it to extend our sphere of power.
Shall I carry you someplace else for a change?
Don't even think about it. We're not being pushed around by anyone.
Well, I wouldn't mind being rotated a bit. I've been staring at that same rock over there for ages.
Have you lost the little that's left of your dignity? We are rocks. We don't need any help.
But Ralph, that rock looks like a cow's behind. And that's not all. I've been lying on this pointed stick for years. I may be a rock, but I have feelings too, you know.
We don't let ourselves be carried around, and that's that.
Any idea where I could find Shauna?
Shauna? She lives in that cabin over there.
Ralph,
Man, will she be pleased.
Ralph, I think...
She hasn't had any visitors for years.
Hold on. What cabin? There's only a door.
What? That's nonsense.
No, Ralph. He's right. Shanna's cabin is in ruins. Has been for a long time.
But how did that happen?
Remember that storm? 8 years, 3 months, and 25 days ago?
Sure, I'm a rock. I never forget anything.
In that case, you'll also remember the earthquake the next day.
Of course. That was the day my termite ranch was destroyed. Damn erosion.
So the cabin fell victim to the earthquake?
No, termites.
I should have known. Does that mean Shauna doesn't live here anymore?
Oh no, she still lives here.
She does.
Yeah,
In the cabin.
yeah.
Of which only the door still remains.
Now you get it.
Oh my, I'm getting that headache again. See you later.
Yeah. You know where to find us.
We're not going anywhere.